football and try and close this game out, or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. Green, gone.
Play clock winding down. They run the counter now on 1st down. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Nifty move. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Houston. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let him run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. The job one to pick up the 1st down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the 1st down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Foreman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Rivers on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now Rivers. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff to Miller. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. So out come the Falcons now. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Detroit! 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 Here we go now. Blue landing.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken at around the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And now out comes Houston. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Foreman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
When you get